Have you ever felt that someone is keeping secrets from you or not telling you the whole truth? As social beings, uncovering hidden information helps us build deeper relationships, avoid being taken advantage of, and solve problems that are otherwise hard to crack. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 9 powerful yet subtle techniques to uncover concealed information and see right through someone's inner world. Mastering these skills takes time and practice, but will prove invaluable whether you are counseling a troubled teen, negotiating a business deal, or just making meaningful connections. Let's begin looking at these 9 techniques to elicit hidden information from others. Technique 1. Avoid confrontation. Leave room in questions. The first technique is to avoid direct confrontation when asking sensitive questions. If you corner someone, they will often outright deny or shut down. For example, if you suspect your child broke a vase, asking point-blank, "Did you break the vase?" will likely result in denial. Once they deny it, it becomes very difficult to get the truth. Instead, ask indirect questions that leave room for an explanation. You can say, "I'm still unclear about what happened with the vase. Could you walk me through what went on so I can better understand?" This phrasing avoids putting the child in a defensive position from the get-go. It leaves room for admission while also letting you gather additional details. Another example is a manager questioning an employee about a workplace conflict. Bluntly asking, "Did you start the fight?" will trigger denial. Instead, ask, "Could you help me piece together how the disagreement started, from your perspective?" By leaving room in your questions, you lower defenses and make it easier for hidden information to emerge. Technique 2. Resolve power difference. Express empathy when you question someone with less power than you, such as a student, employee, or witness. There is an inherent power imbalance. This acts as a communication barrier, preventing openness. For instance, an insurance claims agent questioning a homeowner about a suspicious fire will face resistance, even if the homeowner is innocent. The agent has power over approving the insurance money. To get information in such situations, first resolve the power difference. Say, "I understand this must be very difficult for you. My role is only to determine the fire cause, nothing more." Expressing empathy and understanding builds trust quickly. The other person will feel you are aligned with them rather than exerting power, and open up with key details. Technique 3. Ask open-ended questions. Closed-ended yes/no questions lead to quick dead ends. To uncover hidden info, ask open-ended questions using who, what, when, where, why, how. Can you explain? Can you describe? These prompts facilitate detailed sharing instead of single-word answers. For example, closed, "Did you enjoy the party?" Open, "What were the highlights of the party for you?" Closed, "Is everything fine at school?" Open, "How are you finding school this year? Tell me about your experience." Practice framing your questions, leaving room for explanations to uncover maximum information. Technique 4. Use silence after asking a probing question. Silence often compels people to keep talking and reveal more than they intend to. Silence makes many people uncomfortable, so they fill the dead space by elaborating on their previous answer. Use this to your advantage, but carefully. For instance, ask a question then silently count to 5 while maintaining eye contact and a neutral expression. Resist the urge to fill the silence yourself. Many people can't stand more than 3 seconds of silence and end up spilling valuable insider information just to kill the awkwardness. That said, don't overdo it. Prolonged silence can erode trust quickly. Use this technique sparingly and observe the other person's reaction. Technique 5. Flatter. Artful flattery increases goodwill and the desire to share hidden information. But it must be genuine, not excessive. Rather than direct flattery, which can arouse suspicion, compliment interests or people the other person values. For example, "Your son is so well-mannered and thoughtful. You've raised him well." Or, "Marketing is such an integral part of business today. You must be highly skilled at strategizing market campaigns." This indirectly compliments the person on their parenting and marketing skills. But do so carefully and only if it reflects truth. Insincerity backfires fast. Technique 6. Share minor secret to uncover major ones. Here's a little known yet highly effective technique. Share a minor personal secret to elicit bigger secrets from others. Hearing secret information, however trivial, increases feelings of intimacy and trust. It subconsciously cues the other person that reciprocal secret sharing deepens the relationship. For instance, you can tell a colleague, "Can you keep a secret? I'm actually not a huge fan of this job. Thinking of a career change soon, but don't tell others yet." If you share strategically this way, the other person is highly likely to open up with information like, "Funny, I was going to warn you that management is planning major layoffs soon. Things aren't looking good here." Of course, use your judgment on what secrets to share. The content matters less than the act of privileged secret sharing. Technique 7. Reciprocity. The norm of reciprocity makes people feel obligated to repay favors, information, and gestures in kind. You can use this to elicit coveted secrets. For example, first offer some industry gossip or useful contact information. The other person will then feel inclined to repay your favor with their secret insider knowledge. Or, do a small extra task to help someone out at work. Later, ask for a small confidential favor such as internal company information. People will subconsciously feel they owe you and reciprocate. But ensure your returned favors suit the relationship and situation. Don't make huge demands or create discomfort. Technique 8. Express doubt. Once people share some information, express reasonable doubt to get them elaborating further. But use this technique judiciously and in moderation. For instance, if someone shares trouble at work, say, "Really? But I remember you got a promotion recently," in a puzzled, not sarcastic, tone. The person will explain in more detail to prove their point. You can also say you heard conflicting accounts about a certain decision and ask to hear their perspective. This gets them revealing inside information to justify their stance. But express skepticism carefully and occasionally. Excessive doubt ruins trust and kills openness. Technique 9. Provide incorrect information. Lastly, a proven technique is to purposefully share incorrect info and get the other person to correct you with real facts. But the errors cannot be too obvious or absurd. For example, you can say word at the coffee machine is that the new model launch is delayed till next quarter. The insider will then eagerly correct you, "No, the latest plan is to do an October release. Pre-orders actually exceeded targets." To pull this off convincingly, attribute false info to reasonable sources like industry rumors or misinformed colleagues. Admit you may have remembered incorrectly. People love correcting inaccuracies, giving you the truth. There you have it, 9 techniques to uncover hidden information based on psychology and conversational skills. Mastering these takes practice, but is invaluable. Use judiciously, ethically, and only to help others or yourself. Elicitation is an art that builds trust and understanding. I hope you find these techniques useful. Let me know in the comments if you have any other tips to share or need clarification on using these skills effectively. Remember to like this video if you found it helpful. Looking forward to seeing you in the next one.